out though
And
that
I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ.
Beat now?
Not even close. Not even close. Democrats don't care about black people.
Okay,
And they don't care
Kanye.
about people. They don't care about people of color. And the Republicans do. And that's the misconception.
And you know what? I agree with you 100%.
Thank you,
People
Nick.
don't know that the Democrats is the party of the KKK.
Yep.
People don't know that the Republicans are the party that freed the slaves.
Yep.
I mean, both of you and I have some conservative views.
The white liberal conjures enemies when there are none. The dirty laundry of the SPLC exposes they like to wash their money. The landscape is littered with black liberals hung out to dry. Mr. and Mrs. Black Liberal, how does it feel to know that your ally has his knife to your back? It seems the white Democrat has not drifted too far from its racist roots. The white liberal controls you like a puppet. Geppetto's strings are threads of racist folklore. All it takes is a finger wave to make you dance. Sometimes I wonder if you're an emotional masochist.
Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
So, what's happening, Joe? It's your man, Mr. O with the info, giving what you need to know. But, you ain't here for me, though. If you haven't been under a rock for the last couple of days, you have seen that the Southern Poverty Law Center, funded by the liberals, Democrats, indicted on charges that it fraudulently paid informants and extremist groups. The head of the civil rights organization said the group was outraged by the false allegations leveled against it. Let's be real. And I'm gonna keep on blasting this until the wind goes out, until the sun burns out, what have you, whatever thing you want me to say. Ever since, I believe, 2015, it had to be 2015, I started to look at the Democratic Party a little eerily. Not full conservative yet. This is a different time. When I seen the end of Barack Obama's presidency and how much I came to the conclusion that I was being lied to. The thing is that when I look at hindsight from 2008, 2016, I was respectfully between the ages of, what's that now? 20, 21 going on 22 and 29 going on 30. Basically my whole adult life. When I start asking these particular questions, when I wanted answers, nobody can give me, even at the point when they was trying to tell me that through liberal media, propagandist media, that Donald Trump was a racist. Despite the fact that I used to watch him commingle with the likes of Jesse Jackson, Muhammad Ali, accepted a Nobel Peace Prize with Rosa Parks. Literally was in Bobby Brown's music video. I keep on bringing that up. all the way up to the point where I gotta keep telling you, and God bless the dead, he endorsed Reverend Jesse Jackson when he was running for president back in the 80s. But the narrative is that the parties, the switch, the Democrats always been on the black people's side. And basically all this go back to FDR. When I tell black people, especially amongst my age group, the only reason why y'all been voting for Democrats for over 100 years is for a simple fact. FDR basically gave, during the Great Depression, people was hurting financially and everything. We understand that, but he basically created the precursor to the welfare state with all these so-called gimme that's. I mean, Social Security came out of it, and we all, we might as well forget about that. But yeah, Social Security and all that good stuff was socialist programs. Socialist programs. But let's go ahead and get back into the nitty gritty of this so-called video of mine. You see, we have the black face of the KKK right here on my screen. For the longest, they told me that the conservatives, the Republican Party, or anybody that's not part of the liberal, progressive, democratic agenda is basically racist. They basically hide their racism, or they basically blurt their racism out, but it's all supposed to be from the so-called right. The so-called right is the only racist group party in America until the SPLP or SPLC, whatever the damn thing called now. The black face of the KKK. These jackals on screen, even the one, the little light bright in the back, we see him. These are the people that basically took your money, probably came to your church, probably came down to your little community, came to your little block party, told y'all go ahead, donate to the, cause. That's what they call it. Donate to the cause, the democratic cause, the progressive cause. They'll tell you that they're trying to combat racism. They're trying to combat all the so-called MAGA. All these so-called agendas have been put forth, right? While these jackals on the screen right here are trying to tell you that what they're doing is trying to go ahead, bring equity, diversity, inclusion, that DEI crap into America. They're trying to do the right thing, what have you. So they'll tell you to go ahead and donate to the Southern Poverty, whatever that is now. I ain't about to go back and go trying to see what that stuff is, but they'll tell you that the Republicans have always been racist. They always want slavery. I'll go back and say this. You mean these guys, these Republicans right here, these black freedmen, straight from slavery, during Reconstruction? You talking about these Republicans right here? These Republicans, which the Republican Party was started in the Michigan state, I think like 1848, 1858, something like that combat slavery. That was the anti-slavery party. But now the Republicans, they always been racist, right? You talking about these Republicans right here? Right here. See, I be trying to tell you, black men, a lot of our history, they don't want to go ahead and tell us and talk about, and especially when you bring up facts, actual facts. And shout out to accountable commentary. Shout out to Hardcore Tito / General Tito. They've been trying to go ahead and school you. Oh, shout out to Sad Black Woman, aka History Student. Shout out to both of them, all three of them. They've been trying to tell y'all for years that this ain't that and that ain't this. We started from here. We were strong freedmen, our own minds and everything. We ran offices. We were trying to go ahead and literally, in which they did, build black towns with black stores, black businesses, black libraries and all that. Right. But they're going to tell you that the liberals, the Democrats, they been on the, what's the name side for the black people. Like, right here, right? Like right here, right? It says Texas Democrats endorse the Klan. Whoa. Wait, did I read that right? Let me read that again. Texas Democrats, according to current newspaper dispatches, refuse to repudiate and fight the Ku Klux Klan. Although one of the delegates to the Democratic State Convention declared, if the Democratic Party does not purge itself of the influence of this organization, it may soon become the party of the mob. And what's the mob? A mob, ain't that a society at large? So you trying to tell me that, y'all want this democracy, which is basically y'all want the majority to rule, right? And which the majority, still in this country is, so-called white people. Even back then, even to now. This is sound advice. We are glad to know that the Republican organizations has started through the platform declarations to rid itself of the baneful influence of the Klan in Oklahoma. This opposition towards mass government ought to be made a national issue by the Republican Party. Real statesmanship will guide the party of Lincoln. You hear that right? The real statesmanship will guide the party of Lincoln from dangerous shoals. Down with the Klan and the hooded veil. See, Texas Democrats endorse the Klan. But no, y'all tell me it's a party switch. Y'all told me it was a party switch a long time ago. Ever since, FDR and really through Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? Really through, Kennedy. But let me go and show you another one. They do not want Negro votes. And all them clips I just got from you, this is not AI. You can literally go ahead and look this up on your internet, your Groks and all that. It's right there clear as day. It says, do not want Negro vote. Southern Democrats are already introducing many Jim Crow laws in the House of Representatives. But yet, your so-called, grandmammy, your grandpappy, your uncles, especially, north of the boomers age, and they'll tell you that, the Democrat Party, has the best interest of black people because they care about poor people. And which I have to go ahead and call out BS. You mean tell me that when you think about black, you assume that we poor, despite we have a high, good middle class in our community. Oh, don't get it twisted. Hey, listen here, ladies, I got one for y'all. Ain't this y'all hero? Ain't she your hero? Ain't this your shero? Ain't this Margaret Sanger? The woman that created this thing called Planned Parenthood, which original name was called the Negro Project, in which they wanted to go ahead and erase black people out of America through this so-called thing called preemptive parenting. The woman in this photograph is Margaret Sanger, founder of Planned Parenthood, meeting with the Ku Klux Klan in 1926 in Silver Lake, New Jersey. A strong advocate of eugenics, Sanger preached mass extinction to the knee. I kind of clipped it out a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? You can still search for it. It's still there. But yeah. But she was a liberal, a Democrat, and a fine woman. They will go ahead to say. Even Hitler said that. Oh, don't say that. Oh, here go another article. Here go another clip. Dire anti-lynching bill is next on Senate program, and Democrats will use every means possible to bring about the defeat. Now, the wording is kind of jumbled and I ain't got my damn glasses, but yeah, if you could read that, then pretty much that yellow highlighted part, that right there, is showing you that they've been trying to pass an anti-lynching bill. And the only ones that stood against it was y'all so-called, y'all want to go ahead and say, but that was a Dixiecrats, Mr. O. That was a Dixiecrats. I mean, now, a Democrat, a Dixiecrat, they still a liberal. They still part of this thing called progression. ironically, when we talk about progression, it is basically go against everything that's opposite to that's supposed to be traditional. You know, God, nature, and everything in between. Before I get up out of here with this video, let me just go and remind y'all that the liberals and the Democrats, that they never changed, probably never will. What they're gonna do now is gonna try to go ahead and save face, gaslight y'all, trying to go ahead and create another proxy hoaxes and stuff like that to draw attention from them, you know, especially with this gerrymandering crap that's going on in Virginia right now. Oh my God, I can't believe y'all actually fell for that. But it's Mr. O with the info, giving what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though. Peace. I'm gone.